Data from the future you've provided has made it clear. We need to form a stronger alliance with the major galactic factions. To that end, we're sending delegates to the first Alliance Summit. This could be the beginning of a new age, and your presence there could ensure the summit's success. Meet our delegation at the embassy on New Romulus.
And, well, this is pretty easy for one to. We'll visit the New Romulus embassy now. And prizes this time of day: new outfit, an elegant jacket, the usual for now, and the nice cool Temporal operative armor and weapon set. And this, and if you don't want that, you get the plasma assault minigun. Personally, that set is well worth subscribing for, because I'll be covering it in next week for when you have one of these. But in the meantime, let's head to New Romulus. This is really happening, Admiral. The first summit coverage between the major powers in the Alliance. Given your pivotal role in events leading to this meeting, the various leaders and ambassadors will like to see your counsel on matters. We should keep them waiting. You can answer one of three things, and it's more of a roleplay thing. So, pivotal role, huh? My duty as an officer, nothing more. That's more of a roleplay thing. Now, oops, on a card for an LT, look at Shava.
Greetings! It's an honor to finally meet you. Welcome to New Romulus and the first Alliance Summit. The opening ceremonies will begin soon. Until then, please, wait here, in the assembly hall.
What's the Lieutenant Commander doing as honor guard?
You would expect an ensign standing honor guard duty, wouldn't you? Truth is, I volunteered for this detail. Today is a very symbolic day for me. Like the founding of the Coalition of Planets, this summit represents the beginning of a grand alliance. I'm a descendant of the Tellarite who signed the Coalition Accords 255 years ago.
I see.
I wanted to be here to honor my esteemed ancestor and my family. So I made my case to my commanding officer, and he authorized my deployment.
I'm sure you'll do your ancestor and family proud. And welcome to the Romulan Embassy. Now, this is somewhat familiar if you use the fleet system, but this is not the same as embassies as before, but it's very close to the Federation Embassy. But let's check in with the checking in with our bosses. So, well, my boss is actually my boss's boss is the President OKEG, which is President of the United Federation of Planets. So, Mr. President,
it is a pleasure to finally meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course. Were it not for your efforts, this summit wouldn't be happening. Allow me to thank you for that, on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. We've quite the journey ahead of us, but we'll begin today by taking that important first step.
A small step, Mr. President. Sometimes those lead to great things. Now, we could have spoken to our crew, but it's somewhat more of a fun thing. Now, if we check some of the others, we've got Kai Kieran Louise from Beijing. She's I've got Vulcan Ambassador, Chancellor Ian Garrick now, and Grand Nagus Rom, and the first wife Lita. So, and Ambassador from the Pharaoh. So, quite a lot of people around here. So Chancellor Jim Puck.
Come on! Today is a momentous occasion for us all. Let us hope that this conference goes better than the one at Kittima. You have done well to prove that we need this agreement to succeed. Still, it would be naive of us all to assume that this peace will last any longer than the ones that have come before. More likely, we're on the peaceful side of a giant circle, and it is only a matter of time before we find the side of war once more.
Now, talk about this event, this conference with Kittima. Well, that's actually something we've covered with Mirzo, because actually he was actually present there, unlike Scarlet. So, conference will find us all, Chancellor. Facing it with our allies is the path to victory. So, now, if you notice with Jim Polk, there's Captain Cagwin and Captain Cohen of the boss, as well as Batastas. Now, Batastas we haven't really encountered before, but we'll be covering. He's got his own thing on a deleted episode, deleted arc, which we're calling, but that's quite a few months away. So, the Tan.
Jolan True. Truly, we are witnesses to history. If only my esteemed mentor, Ambassador Spock, had lived to see this day. When reflecting upon this summit, I am reminded of an ancient Terran saying he once taught me. They shall beat their swords into plowshares. Many here today would see that come to pass for us, I think.
Of that I have no doubt, sir.
And yet, despite the withdrawal of the Iconians, we have many enemies throughout the void. Many worlds must be rebuilt to survive. It seems we have great need of both swords and plowshares. A strong alliance can secure both of them for us all.
If you want peace, prepare for war. Seems appropriate. Now, you may remember Commander Obsec from quite a few while back, and Commander Jarak. And I'm gonna correct someone we don't really counted that much, but he's way more familiar with our Romulan captains. And Commander Kale, I think Cole has been around a while, so let's chat with people. So let's chat with you've got Nagus.
While Rule 34 says that war is good for business, I think I've had my fill of it. Still, if what I hear in the wind is true, we're in for a heaping helping of Rule 35.
Peace is good for business, if my memory serves.
Exactly. And here's hoping that business is good. The markets took a beating in the last days of the war.
Indeed. I recommend the Rule 125. You can't make it deal if you're dead. And yeah. Garrick.
Greetings! Quite the gathering today, wouldn't you agree? One hopes that, amidst all this splendor, the great powers find it in their hearts to remember the plight of Cardassia.
The Cardassian people will not be forgotten, Chancellor. So, Ambassador Sura, we haven't really counted you before that much, but we've heard that it's from him on the talk with about DS9 and stuff.
Greetings. We stand upon the threshold of a great venture for all gentle beings in the galaxy. The Deferi, as always, shall strive to seek a state of balance. This may be our greatest challenge yet, but one we cannot forsake.
Procedure balance is an Admiral 1, Master. Now we're going to go to not Major, not Colonel, but Kai Kiraneris.
Hello. I've heard this summit is as much about the future of the Four Quadrants as it is a resolution of the war. I'm happy with finding peace, though. We're all long overdue for peace. Prophets willing.
Agreed, Eminence. Well, Master Pella.
It is agreeable to see you here. Considering your actions during the Iconian conflict, it is eminently logical for you to be a part of determining the Alliance's path forward.
We now sent from case using as our guide. Now we've had a chat about with the with our ambassadors, so we'll go and find that command and so talk about drinkies and stuff. Huh?
The opening ceremonies are about to begin. Ambassador Sugihara will be making an announcement shortly.
Right, I was hoping for extra coffee then. Very good, Lieutenant Commander.
May I have your attention? The summit is about to commence. Please join me in the main conference room now.
Well, that speech wasn't a particularly long one, but then there isn't really a speech. Master?
So glad you could make it. I have to admit, you've done what many believe to be impossible, bringing everyone to the table to form a greater galactic alliance. Well done. Now, if you would be so kind, would you mind escorting your leader to the conference room? I can't think of a better honor guard.
Of course, Master. See you inside. Now we go and check with President Okeg.
Is it time? Very well. Let's not keep history waiting. Lead the way.
That's right, Mr. President. I didn't come for him when everyone's coming in.
Fellow delegates, honored guests, we stand at a crossroads.
Chancellor, that Romulan poisoned his wine. This is Romulan treachery.
We did no such thing.
Mr. President, look out!
Time to get us. That's good. Take a seat. It's time to get to the bottom of this. Alright, before I start questioning the assassin, I'm going to point out some things that are going to be pretty important. Now, several of the questions I'm going to be able to ask her will be totally dependent on either my captain's career choice, so that's tactical science or engineering, or relations to the duty officer commendation rank. I won't be able, because I know I'm not at rank 4 in the right areas. I won't be able to answer those questions as well as I could. But you have also three choices of a few answers that you can always ask. So let's question this assassin.
You, once again, you meddle in the affairs of your betters, alien.
I'd recognise you anyway, Craig. It's been a while. It's nearly not long enough. Pity about Galdon Car. 100 years have passed, and it's still a precious wasteland. I can see the looking face. We're about to have an unpleasant conversation, so be it. Okay, let's start with something simple. What time period are you from exactly?
One that shall be free of your wretched species, I think. And soon!
As you can see here, I've got the first choice, which is science. So I can say, judging by quantum levels, from the 29th century.
Most astute, alien. Or perhaps a lucky guess? That seems more likely, yes.
29th century it is then. How did you get here?
To this room? A simple matter of putting one foot in front of the other, really. With considerable practice, you may be able to master the technique, although I have my doubts.
You look like a woman before, so your guys must have fooled the embassy's security.
A simplified but accurate deduction. You must be so proud.
Considerably so. Let's move on, shall we? You're working alone as part of a team.
One of my people is worth 1,000 of your misbegotten species.
She's actually solo operator, so you're a solo operative. Let's refer that way.
Correct. You are more astute than I gave you credit for, mongrel.
Time for another question. Where is your home base of operations?
Search the skies for a star in the grip of death, and you may find my home.
Surely you're not referring to Nakul, are you?
Yes, Nakul. Her beautiful radiance will return to the cosmos once more. It is a matter of destiny.
But how? And because we've answered the questions the best we can, we've got the accolade. So, Captain Walker.
Hello. I see you've discovered a temporal anomaly.
Captain Walker. So, well, class ship has just arrived in orbit. It's past time. Indeed, Captain Walker's with us now. Scout out. Captain Walker?
We detected a time breach in the 29th century. Strangely, we couldn't track the actual traveler, but we sensed a change in history on this day and time. Seemed like a good idea to investigate it.
Meet Specialist Krug. She just failed to assassinate President Tokeg.
No doubt an attempt to fatally undo the Alliance Summit. Quite the terrorist act. If this summit fails, everything you saw in the future would be disrupted at best. At worst, that future will cease to exist entirely.
Sounds like a trip into the future is in order, Captain.
Go to the future? If we're certain they are from Nakul, wouldn't a preemptive strike in this time put an end to any of their future ambitions?
Disrupting the Nakul now would be disastrous.
That's correct. The safest course of action is to stop the incursion at its point of origin, the 29th century Nakul system. Time is of the essence. We'll need to leave soon. May I suggest turning over your prisoner to Commander Jirac before we depart?
Agreed. Commander, if you be so kind.
I'll be happy to acquaint Specialist Krog with the interior of a high-security Romulan holding cell. Good hunting.
Thank you, Commander. Run level 3 security scans. You may have more tricks up your sleeve. Or you can always ask about getting a key. I read you back to ship. Yes, inform command that we're investigating an incident at the source and beam us up. Admiral Stell's drift indicates we're in the 29th century. Interesting. What have you discovered? Look at that. Probably years have passed and Nicholas still has taken security. And we news was still raging here. So the past is ailing us.
I take it you're seeing the same thing we are. While the Nakul star was ruined by the Toxutat in your time, the fact that it's not a black hole is quite the mystery.
Parts of its demise appears to be being exaggerated.
Quite so. We're also reading a massive structure of unknown origin near the star. It's a day for enigmas, it seems.
Let's take a close look at those enigmas. And we're going to start with the long-range sensors.
Strange. This system hasn't been inhabited for decades. What are the Nakul up to?
And
Unknown vessels, you have violated Nakul space. You shall pay with your lives.
I'll have a look at this one.
Most of the Nakul are law-abiding. The radical elements have been a thorn in our side for some time.
Looks like that phone's getting sharper, Captain. We'll move in a bit more closer. Well, this is.
You shall pay for your crimes, alien filth.
Ma. That's a couple message, but we've got something important.
This is starting to come together. General Vosk is the leader of a radical element within the Nakul. We've been looking for him for some time.
This may be over. We're reading an inbound ship at high warp.
Acknowledged. Sensors indicate she's of Nakul registry. The NV Destiny.
Set it intercept course. And there it is. And there's Destiny.
I am General Vosk of the Nakul. I do not recognize your vessel, and your face is new to me. Identify yourself.
Admiral Scout of Some of your people has.
Be silent! The goals of a primitive aboard a garbage scow matter little to me. Leave Nakul at once, or you will be destroyed.
If that's where you want to play it, so be it. I accidentally got too close there, so... In fact, I could actually do that damage to it. I'm going to... Discover the Destiny and we'll take out the other ship. Not bad for putting much appearances in a garbage car, huh? Indeed, surveyor.
Bad news. I'm reading multiple Nakul warp signatures inbound to our location. We'll maintain overwatch as long as we can. Go get Vosk.
Run away. I'm gonna beam aboard. We're able to beam just by the outside the Vosk's bridge. Be careful, sir. Alliance, everyone move out and stay sharp. Now this is one of the more annoying areas. And I'll tell you why. It's because of the cool shields. So.
I admire your tenacity, but your struggle is truly in vain. Soon the Nakul will stand first above all. Your kind will be but a memory, replaced by the glory of Nakul!
Not if we have anything to say about it, General. If you notice the star he got surrounded by and there's a mine as well, so you can get taken down as well.
General Vosk, the portal is ready.
All hands, begin temporal shunt for Nakul, for destiny.
Come with us, sir. It's time.
Very well. Computer, initiate self-destruct sequence. Now.
That's not good. And we need to take out whoever's left here, so.
Need to get this situation under control, and fast! I'm beaming over to join your efforts.
Yeah. Captain Walker?
I'd prefer keeping the Destiny in one piece. Her temporal tech alone is well worth saving. Cover me while I try to shut down the self-destruct sequence. Be prepared. The Nakul won't go down easy.
Understood, Captain. We'll give you the time you need. I'll just let you in. So,
Incoming enemies! Hold the line!
Come on in. Let's get you up.
Damn! Hard lock the self-destruct. I'm going to try to bypass the lock. Cover me. More not cool heading our way. Adaptive security. Looks like they've learned a trick or two from the Borg. Let's download what data we can and leave.
So, we can stop the ship from blowing up, but...
Multiple Nakul life signs detected. Clever devils. They've started using a full data purge. Think I can stall that for a while. Need a little more time here. Cover me.
I thought it was...
I've unlocked one of the last data nodes. Better have a look.
Well, we better look at this data now before it lose the data.
It's grim. Destiny is about to explode and the Nakul are on the verge of a major military operation. I'll return to Pasta, call for reinforcements, and hold the line.
Understood.
I managed to bypass the security protocols on the main console. Grab any critical data you can and beam out before Destiny explodes.
Will do. Good luck, Captain. We won't be long. So, let's quickly scan the logs for something useful. So let's download this data. Would have been quite a lot of Federation and Allied places, so we've downloaded an Herculean invasion plan. Just wanted to standing by. Tactical beam mount protocol in effect. So let's beam out, yeah. I want Velocity still substitute. We better move out the range to before it blows. Yeah. There he blows.
If we don't shut down the Nakul portal quickly, we'll be facing a full-scale temporal assault. Reinforcements are on the way, both for us and the Nakul. Buckle up. Things are about to get rough.
Red alert, all hands to battle stations. Worker?
I'm picking up many more Nakul ships inbound. Holding them back will be challenging. This situation is escalating. We must destroy their temporal facility before any other ships travel through.
Weapons ready, let's put that portal out of commission. And yeah, we got.
Well, that could have gone better. Still, with that data you downloaded and a little luck, we might be able to find the Nakul vessels that made it through the portal. Hopefully before they can do any serious damage to the time stream.
A faith captain will stop them.
Your confidence is reassuring. Let's get you back to... Wait. We just registered a new historical record. It appears that General Vosk has been found and dealt with in the distant past. By Captain Jonathan Archer.
Alright, that's pretty decent. One Starfleet's finest. That's one down, more to follow.
Indeed. We've got our work cut out for us. I suspect we'll have to recruit more temporal agents to deal with incursions of this magnitude. Regardless, thank you for all your help today. Let me know when you're ready to return to your time.
Acknowledged.
Are you ready to return to the 25th century?
I am.
Welcome back. I've asked Temporal Investigations to see what can be done about the Nakul incursions. You'll be happy to know that the summit is still on, though it took Sujihara quite a bit of maneuvering to get the Klingons back to the table. Commander Shava's sacrifice was not in vain. May she rest in peace.
Okay. And that's it for this time. And this is one of the more better ones to collect. Now, for the first time players will get an elegant jacket. This is a costume piece which you can equip tailored for when you do not want to look like you're a member of Starfleet, but you want to look like you're doing some business. Very nice. I'll show you that in a little while. And woohoo, the Nakul Temporal Operatives armor set. Now, I'll just start with the Temporal Operative personal shield is probably the most best thing around you can get. Shield you can get, as far as I can tell. I've heard that most ground players use this as everything they can, and it is very decent. I mean, the Temporal Operative armor is acceptable as armor goes, but there are better ones out there, especially when you can find the EVA suits that can work on normal ground as well. And then there's the cool Temporal Operative Assault weapon. Now this, believe it or not, is one of the weapons I hate to use, and I believe it's pretty common for the people to hate to use this, but it's actually one of what a lot of people, you see a lot of this is set in the people's loadout. So that's been it. It's been right. we got to go to the tailor. So let's grab the Temporal Operative shield and head to the tailor.
Hello. You can alter your uniform and look here.
Alright, so let's quickly cover our uniform. We're talking about the jacket. Now that's not the jacket we're looking for. Now we've got the elegant jacket, which is this. This looks pretty decent. Nice business-like thing. And we get a new badge with it. The Federation's insignia. Now you don't get this on everyone's things, and I believe non-Federation characters will get their own factions icons, but I can't remember. But you do get the jacket. But yeah, that's really just me showing it up.
Now you're looking sharp.